Get a Russia vs. Trump. Has Donald Trump declared war on Russia? President Donald Trump sent a veiled threat to the Kremlin today, warning that Russia should be prepared for action in Syria, after an alleged chemical attack at the weekend. Syrian opposition activists said the rebel-held area of Douma had been attacked. The town in the eastern Ghouta region of Syria had allegedly been hit with bombs filled with toxic chemicals. In a tweet, the president said, "Russia vows to shoot down any and all missiles fired at Syria. Get ready, Russia, because they will be coming, nice and new and smart. You shouldn't be partners with a gas-killing animal who kills his people and enjoys it." Mr. Trump had previously stated he would be forceful in his reply to the alleged attack in Syria. President Bashar al-Assad's government, which receives military backing from Russia, denies being behind any chemical attack. It is reported by the Syrian American Medical Society that more than 500 people have been found with symptoms indicative of exposure to a chemical agent. Partners of the World Health Organization report that 70 people had died. The tweet from Mr. Trump called Mr. Assad a gas-killing animal and that Russia should get ready for smart missiles. Later, President Trump's tweet warning Russia to get ready. President Trump has issued a warning to Russia. The president recently cancelled his first official trip to Latin America this week so he could focus all his attention on Syria. BBC's Barbara Kletuscher speculates that this move could mean the U.S. response may involve a larger military operation than just a strike. French President Emmanuel Macron has stated that any strikes would target Syrian chemical bases, but Prime Minister Theresa May has cautioned President Trump to find more evidence from the attack before moving. A U.S. Navy-guided missile destroyer, the USS Donald Cook, is in the Mediterranean, and the European Air Traffic Control Agency, Eurocontrol, has warned airlines to take due consideration while in the eastern Mediterranean over the next few days, because of the possible launch of missiles into Syria. Moscow's UN ambassador, Vasily Nebenza, warned Washington that it would bear responsibility for any illegal military adventure it carried out. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad has denied ordering the attack. Thousands evacuated eastern Ghouta in Syria. Forces loyal to President Bashar al-Assad launched an assault on the eastern Ghouta that has reportedly left more than 1,700 civilians dead. Back in February. In March, troops split the region into 3 pockets, the largest of which was around Douma, home to between 80,000 and 150,000 people. Facing defeat, rebel groups in the other 2 pockets agreed to be evacuated to northern Syria, but the group controlling Douma, Jaish al-Islam, continued to hold out. On Friday, after negotiations with the government stalled, airstrikes resumed. The alleged chemical attack in Douma, Syria has become a complete war zone. The bombardment continued on Saturday, with dozens of people reportedly killed or injured by conventional munitions before the suspected chemical attack. Activists from the Violations Documentation Center, VDC, which records alleged violations of international law in Syria, reported 2 separate incidents of bombs believed to contain toxic substances being dropped by the Syrian Air Force. The first occurred at approximately 1600 hours, 1300 hours GMT, and saw a bakery on Omar ibn al-Khattab Street in northwestern Douma targeted, the VDC said. By 1945 in the evening, more than 500 patients, most of them women and children, were brought to medical facilities with symptoms indicative of exposure to a chemical agent, according to the Syria Civil Defense and the Syrian American Medical Society, SAMS. The patients showed signs of respiratory distress, central cyanosis, blue skin or lips, excessive oral foaming, corneal burns, and the emission of chlorine-like odor, a joint statement issued on Sunday said.